Hello everyone. Today I'm here with an interesting project that is the brain tumor classification using deep learning. We have used VGG19 from CNN, TensorFlow, and for deployment we have used Flask. So main objective is to develop a brain tumor classification using deep learning and using other various deep learning techniques from CNN we have used VGG19 and OpenCV. And the problem statement is that to provide accurate brain tumor classification, which helps the healthcare providers improve the survival rates and reduce the complications and offer a personalized care, and which is also helpful for early prediction of a disease for the patient. So coming onto the data set, we have sourced the data set from the Kaggle, and there are two categories, that is no tumor and tumor. Switching onto the coding part, the project has three phases, that is image pre-processing, and second phase is the model development, and third one is the deployment, which we have used Flash. In first phase, I have used data augmentation. As I know, as we showed before, that the data set was small. So in order to increase it, so instead of getting a new data from outside, so using existing data, we have doubled it. That is the image augmentation using image augmentation. So image augmented is nothing but using an existing photo in which we develop a new features. That is by flipping it or increasing its color density. So by this, and other technique is that I have converted the BGR. So we know that in X-ray or in MRI we don't find any BGR, even though we have applied a BGR to a grayscale, so that the model would easily understand. So this was the count of the images before doing it. So after doing it, and there was also imbalance that also we have handled it. So after doing it, the data set size have increased. Here you can see the data set in tumorous and non-tumorous. So this helps the model to learn easily and the complex patterns from the model. So here I have used the grayscale, that is this converting BGR into a grayscale so that the model would learn properly. So this is the original image. We have cropped it. And in order to take the overall look of it, of the entire image, so here you can see the overall images here where I have cropped and used the various techniques in this. And coming on to the model development, here we have split the dataset into three, that is train, test, and validation. In train was split it for around 80 percentage, and test and validation 15 percentage each. So, for in order for training purpose, we have used VGG19, a popular pre-trained model in the CNN. So, VGG stands for Visual Geometric Group. There are two VGGs, that is VGG19 and VGG16. So, I have used VGG19 over VGG16 because VGG19 has extra three layers, that is the interconnected layers, where it will capture the complex patterns. But even though the computational cost is high, it's also useful for small data sets only. So coming on to the architecture of VGG19, here you can see the five blocks, that is convolutional layer, 16 layers of convolutional layers, and three fully connected layers and one softmax layers. So speaking about this, the numbers which are written below, that is 64, 128, 256, and 512, and again a 512. So these are the filters applied on the images. In each phases, 64 filters are extracted. The filters nothing but the features. Here it's around 64 features, 128 to 56. After passing on this all five blocks of layers, it passed to the first fully connected layers. In first fully connected layers, it converts the images into a flattened vector, a flattened single vector. It contains the 4,196 neurons. A neuron is nothing but the output which we get. So, in fully connected layer 2, it allows the model to refine its understanding, the complex patterns, and detect which are detected in the previous layers. In last layer, that is the thousand, which is the thousand neuron. This is the last layer. This will represent the class of the categories of the model that can be predicted. In softmax activation, it applies the softmax function to generate probabilities for each class with the sum of all equaling probabilities one. Let's say a model predicting is that a cat with a probability of zero point 0.1, dog with a probability of zero point 0.2, a car with a zero point zero 0.05, and flower with 0.65. It chooses the highest probability. That is, let's say I have said for flower is 0.65. So it would predict, the model would predict that it has a flower from the input images. Coming on to the model fine tuning and increasing the accuracy, uh, so previously, when we built the model, its accuracy was pretty much less. So in order to increase it, I have used transfer learning. So in transfer learning is nothing but in VGG16. As I said before, there are five blocks, 16 layers of convolution layers. In that, five blocks are splitted. So first, in block one and block two, it contains the basic features from the images. In block 3 and 4, we can say that it's not overly specialized, which does not contain the over detail of the images. In block 5, it captures the complex patterns and the structures of the original data sets on which the VGG19 is trained. So, the freezing the block 3 and 4, it does not affect the model much. And it also gives a easy generalization also. We can say that freezing 3 and 4, by which it also increases the accuracy. After unfreezing it, the accuracy is around 80 percentage. I have also used the SGD algorithm, which is an optimization algorithm, and it also reduces the error. It updates the model parameters to minimize the loss by moving in the direction that reduces the loss using only a single small batch of data points at each step. So yeah, I have also used SGD. Uh, and coming onto the performance, we use the confusion matrix. So here you can see that the model shows a strong validation accuracy, indicating that it's performing an effective learning and minimize the loss. And its loss is also close to a validation, where is also showing a good potential for generalization. Here you can see. So the model is performing well. So coming onto the deployment for part, this is the basic Flask application which I have used. In this, we'll be able to choose a file. Let me choose a file, that is yes, and I'll be able to upload it. And here we have a predict button. When we click it, it starts predicting. So here you can see that it has predicted right that it has a brain tumor. So we can also switch back to the main screen. In further, we can use a generative AI where it will be also giving a medicine recommendation where users will be able to upload their enter prescription so that the model would give their suggestions based give medications according to it. So this is the brain tumor classification using deep learning. Thank you.